the main key how I am planning to make these glow steps. It looks green because it's already glowing.
Hello glowers! In this video I will be making DIY project with the brightest glow-in-the-dark paints that will actually improve my life quality or even can save my life at night. Currently I'm living in a 2-floor apartment, but there's an issue because bedroom is upstairs and bathroom is downstairs. And sometimes you just wake up at night and you want to go to the toilet without turning lights on and waking you up, but it's quite a challenge to walk downstairs with no light and actually really unsafe. So today I will be making small DIY project with these glow-in-the-dark paints that will resolve my issue, and steps will be visible without turning lights on.
Okay, so now it's time to go a little bit into the action mode. And what I will need: paints. I took 2 different bottles. This is 30 grams and this is 50 grams, but I think I will need only 30 grams. Also a few brushes, and the main key how I am planning to make these glow steps. I will be using this paper tape, and my goal is to make on every step like a small dot that will glow in the dark, and I will make it from this paper tape because these acrylic paints definitely won't wash off and I just don't want to ruin steps. So these dots will be square and this paper tape will be like a surface that will be glued on and painted with glowing paints. So even if it won't work and it won't look good, I can just remove the tape and it will be as nothing happened. For making it, there is 2 options. First one is to glue small tape dots before painting, but it will take a longer time to paint it because I don't want to go outside of this surface and I should mask sides. So other option is to glue on the table at first, then paint it with a brush, and after painting remove it and cut it into separate small dots. I'm just not sure if it will hold after removing that tape, so that's what I'm going to do now. I don't want to ruin my table also, so I'll be using just as a cover for table. On top of that, I will add a smaller tape and I'm going to paint it. For now, I just want to check if it's working, because now the plan looks great only in my mind. Let's open the paint. I will be using a medium-sized brush and I will paint just straight from the jar because it's already prepped. Consistency will be perfect for applying it straight on the surface. I was wondering how many layers I will need to add. I could make it like in one big and thick layer, but it's too risky because after removing the surface won't be solid and it can crack. So I will make maybe 2 or 3 thin layers, applying each of them, then the last one is completely dried off. The first layer is done. Now just I will close my paints and wait a little bit. It should take no longer than 10 minutes to dry off completely for applying the second layer. While it's drying off, I will wash my brush and let's wait for the second one. So it's completely dried and let's put another layer. Well, actually, I think 2 layers will be enough. Well, it's more than enough for glow just after 1 layer. My goal is not to make very even surface, but to find out if I'm gonna able to remove it without cracks from the table. Because now I'm not using any water. I could use water to make it a bit more liquid, but it's just easier to use straight from the jar. So my purpose for this project is not to make very aesthetic, but it's more to make a real working solution. Second layer is also done. Now I can put paints on the side for now, and also let's take a moment for drying off the second layer, and after that I will try to remove it. Now it's the most challenging part. I know even how to begin removing it. Maybe At this moment I made a mistake. Well, it looks like everything is going smooth. Now let's cut it in small pieces. While spitting it, few thoughts crossed my mind that maybe cutting into small pieces is not the best option. So now I will just try to make maybe a few dots, and what is left I will leave it like a strip. Maybe it's too white, so I think I will try to cut it like this, and then I will tape it somewhere here just to see how it looks. And if I will find the best option, I think I will make it on every step. I don't know about the color on this dark wood texture, but let's just tape it and see how it looks. So now I want to cut straight and make similar dots, like similar sizes. I don't know, maybe 3 of them will be enough just to look in the big picture. And this one I will leave it like it is right now, because now is the perfect length for the step. You can already see it looks green because it's already glowing even in a daylight. It's because it has been charged through that window with sunlight. So now let's glue it. I don't know, maybe it should be like here to be visible going downstairs. Well, it doesn't look very good. Now it looks a bit random, but maybe this straight line will look better. So let's put it on. It definitely looks better. Of course, it's only one strip, but I don't know if I picked the right color. I don't know, maybe I'll make it in another color. This is what I have, so maybe it could be red or orange. This is candy orange, and yeah, it looks like it's the right color. It doesn't pop out, and I think at night it will be still enough brightness. Let's wait till the night comes and let's see how bright it actually glows. Maybe small dots are enough, or maybe it should be covered a bit more. So we will see when the night comes. So yesterday, after all, I decided to cut all the tape into square dots and tape every step to see the big picture, how it will look at night. Will it be practical? Will the steps glow? And actually, I was amazed. After lighting it with the UV light, it looked like a real LED light, and it was very bright. But now my goal is to make it a bit more aesthetic and more suitable for wood color. So let's jump into the process again. Now it's time to prepare my working area for painting glow strips. As the last time, I am using bigger tape as a cover for my table, protecting from smearing it with the paints. And on top of that, I will be applying the smaller tape. That's what I'm going to paint. As you can see, cover tape is not perfectly lined up. I made it intentionally because I knew I was going to cover it with the strips that I am going to paint. At this moment, I just found out that there are no more left tape, so now I just have to hope that this will be enough for all steps. So strips are prepped and now it's time to paint it. At first I thought maybe painting all of them at the same time would be a better option, but after all I decided to paint one at the time. It was easier to cover every step evenly. First layer is already covered in paints. Actually, process was super easy and also very quick. For the first layer I only used a half of the paints, so maybe applying the second one other half will be enough. But in the middle of painting second layer I finished my paints and I had to took other bottle. So for 2 layers I used about 2 bottles, a bit less actually. 50-gram bottle would have been enough for 2 layers, and that's how it looks now. So it's time to measure my steps. Well, actually I should have made it at first, but if I measure correct, there should be enough strips. So now I only have to measure cut points and cut it. Now I measured, there are 28 strips, and I'm really glad that there's 28 because I need 26 for every step 2 of them, and there are 13 steps. Now let's cut them. This is the most satisfying part. Also I have to be very careful because I don't want to get any cracks on these strips. And now it's the part that I have been waiting the most, gluing it on the steps. You can already see the glow just covering a bit with my hands. First step is done and it actually looks very promising. Now I need to apply on each of them, and I am already very excited to see the end result. So there are a few last steps. And this is the final result, how it looks at day. And it looks way more better than it was with the white dots before.
I think you already know what is coming next, so before our final night show off, I really want to thank you for watching this video till the end. If you want to see more DIY projects with glow pigments and paints, please leave a like button below, subscribe this channel and comment what should I do next. And of course, let's make night glow in colors.